The Weather Xtreme video for Thursday evening, the 10th of December. I'm James Spann. Record warmth possibly as the weekend begins, and then a chance of strong to severe storms Sunday night as the weekend ends. So let's dive in there and check things out. First off, today we are in good shape. That's the water vapor satellite view. Some high clouds moving in from the west with a short wave, but the air is so dry there'll be no rain with that feature. The main energy is back in the northwestern states. That'll be translating across the Rockies, spinning up a big surface low across Arkansas by Sunday. Hey, feels pretty good today. Temperatures are mostly mid to upper 60s. It's 70, however, at Anniston and at the Shelby County Airport. We'll expect low 70s tomorrow, maybe mid-70s in spots on Saturday. And I say record warmth. I don't think we'll break records. We'll be close. That's a watch warning map around the nation. Things pretty quiet. Winter storm advisories back in the western states with the unsettled conditions there. But convection, that's the main concern where we are. This is the day 3 convective outlook. This is for Saturday. We have the standard slight risk over parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and northwest Louisiana. This includes Dallas, Houston, Shreveport, Fort Smith, and Fayetteville. And a marginal risk up to Kansas City. Then on day 4, which is Sunday, and understand this goes through Sunday night and the pre-dawn hours Monday. This is valid through Monday morning at 6 o'clock. Most all of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and the standard risk, that would be a slight risk if this were categorical. And we'll talk about that as we get into the dailies here. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Thursday evening of next week. Rain amounts about 1 inch for northwest Alabama, much lighter for the southeastern part of the state. The really big numbers back in parts of Arkansas and northeastern Texas. All right, model fans, here we go. The GFS, this is the 12Z run, valid at 12 noon tomorrow. You can see the trough in the west. And for us, moisture begins to increase. We'll see some clouds around tomorrow, and I guess there could be a sprinkle somewhere. But if it rains, it won't rain much. This is the high-res NAM at noon, maybe a few little spritzes or sprinkles around. And a good chance we see a high at in the low 70s tomorrow. Both the NAM and the GFS are at 72. This is Saturday. This should be the warmest day. The GFS is printing a high of 74. That's within 4 of the record of 78 set way back in 1971. The day will be dry, partly sunny. We note that 1,000 millibar surface low that's developing south of Trinidad, Colorado. All right, Sunday, the trough digging down into Texas. Midday Sunday, this is noon. The surface low is under 1,000 millibars near Joplin, Missouri, with a trailing band of storms down through Arkansas and Louisiana. And I think for us, the day Sunday should be mostly dry. Could there be a shower? Yes, but the storms come in here Sunday night. This is midnight Sunday night, 12 a.m. Monday. Surface low near Milwaukee. Band of showers and storms pushing into Alabama. Let's check the timing with the European model. This is 6 o'clock Sunday evening off the European. It's still got the storms west of Interstate 55 way back in Mississippi. And really, the storms don't get in here until probably after 9 o'clock Sunday night. So our timing in the forecast won't change much. We'll say 6 o'clock Sunday evening until 4 a.m. Monday. That's the main window for storms. Let's check some of the severe weather parameters. First off, surface dew points. This is 6 o'clock Sunday evening. Dew points in the low 60s. And again, whenever you see a dew point over 60 in December, that's somewhat of a red flag. But this is the big limiting factor. It's the surface-based CAPE. There basically is none now showing up over Alabama. And if we have no surface-based CAPE, this will just be a line of showers and maybe some thunder with gusty winds, but no, big damaging wind, no tornadoes. But if we do see surface-based instability, we could see damaging straight-line winds and maybe a few small tornadoes. But that's a big limiting factor there. Now, the wind fields are screaming. This is the wind field at 5,000 feet, the low-level jet. And again, those numbers are in excess of 60 knots. And if we get some instability and we get some thunder going, it's not going to take a lot to get some of that down to the surface. This is good. This is the significant tornado parameter. This is the STP. And it's all under 1 unit over southwest Alabama. And again, let me show you the shear. These numbers are very high. This is the storm relative helicity, 0 to 1 kilometer. So if we do get some instability and if we do see some storms involved in the line, then we could see a few areas of rotation. There could be a few small spin-up tornadoes, and these things are very hard to deal with. They last for a few minutes. You can't warn for them, but it's definitely a possibility. But clearly, damaging straight-line winds is the main issue. And again, we'll say the window 6 p.m. Sunday until 4 a.m. Monday. And let's hope the instability stays nil. And maybe we'll get by with just a line of gusty showers. But on the other hand, we could see a line of storms with damaging straight-line winds and a few small tornadoes. So that's Sunday night. Now, Monday, everything's out of here by midday. Will be cooler. The high Monday should drop back into the 50s. The latest GFS printing a high of 56, gradual clearing. Tuesday, we start the day in the upper 30s. The high would be in the middle 60s. The sky will be sunny. Then Wednesday, a cold front approaches, but there's just not much moisture. Go to Thursday of next week. You can see the trough getting close, and this is suggesting maybe some rain in here Wednesday night or Thursday morning with that front. And the high wind Thursday would drop back in the 50s. But again, with this, no severe weather, and the rain probably not that heavy. This is the end of the forecast period. This is valid Sunday, December 20th. Another big trough in the western states, ridging in the east. And again, if that's right, the weather will be cool and dry with seasonal temperatures here. We'll check the numbers for the next 15 days. This goes all the way through Christmas Day. Hey, look at those low 70s for the weekend. Next week, highs in the 60s, Monday through Thursday. Then they go back in the 50s as we approach Christmas, and that's very seasonal. In late December, the high here would typically be in the 50s. The low would typically be in the 30s. And this is the ensemble data coming off the European Christmas Eve. And again, it's got the warmth over the Northeast and the colder air in the western states. And around here, temperatures, I would say, probably about where they should be. And again, if this is right, 50s and 30s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.